So we welcome all of you on behalf of Shivdarshan Yoga Vidyalaya and Swamijis. So we welcome all of you for this free webinar. Now this webinar main purpose is to get overview about mudras and how to use mudras for yoga therapy. So we have two experienced speakers who are associated with us for a long time. I would like to introduce now Vijayalalitha ma'am. Vijayalalitha ma'am is a software development senior specialist advisor with 23 plus years of experience in the IT industry, with more than 12 years experience in USA. And she's also a retail business owner. She has worked with major industries, including telecom, healthcare, banking and investments, with major clients, including Microsoft, Siemens, DSK Bank, Barclays UK, Scottish Widows Bank, First USA Bank, and Chase Manhattan Bank, and implemented many projects. She has overcome her health issues by practicing yoga and hence started teaching yoga to help others in her free time. She is currently pursuing her PhD in yoga. Hariom, welcome Vijayalalitha ma'am.
Hariom, sir.
So we have another speaker, Kadambari Murugan. So she is a health insurance specialist and musician, PhD scholar at Meenakshi Academy of Higher Education and Research, done MSc in yoga, PG diploma in yoga therapy, and BA in Indian music. Having 2 healthcare certifications, medical coding and billing, and worked in USA Federally Qualified Health Center as Health Insurance Specialist, Certified Professional Coder from AAPC, American Academy of Professional Coder, and Certified Medical Reimbursement Specialist from American Medical Billing Association. Welcome, Kadambari ma'am. So now we request the speakers to take in charge and go ahead with the webinar. Hariom ma'am, Hariom Vijayalalitha ma'am, Hariom Kadambari ma'am.
Do we have to manually enter, or somebody is monitoring and allowing people to enter, because people are waiting in the waiting room?
There are only 2 people waiting, ma'am. I've just given admit all to both of them.
Okay, all right.
So other people we are putting in YouTube live. If more people wants to join, they need to come through YouTube live one. You can go ahead. I'll take care.
All right. Okay. All right. Hariom all. So we don't have a lot of time today. This is just an introduction session. So I think I'll dive into mudras right away. Okay. So the topics that we are going to cover today are introduction and benefits, and then root cause of disease, panchakoshas, panchabhutas, and then we'll teach you some couple of mudras for common illnesses. Okay. So what is mudra? There are a lot of definitions for mudra. Okay. So mudra literally translates to gestures or attitudes. Okay. Gesture. I think we have a lot of gestures in our day-to-day life, isn't it? Right? We say like body language, or by looking at a person, you can sometimes say what he feels. For example, if I sit like this, what will you interpret that as? I'm sad, isn't it? Or if I'm all I'm laughing like this, with a bright face, you'll assume that I'm happy, isn't it? Or if I'm have a tight fist and I'm looking at you like that, you'll interpret it as I'm angry, right? So mudras are also in similar way, gestures that describe our inner experience. Okay. So they can be described as yogic, psychic, emotional, devotional, aesthetic gestures, or attitudes. Okay. There are a lot of definitions. They are also can be called as seal. Okay. So we are energy bodies, right? We are constantly emitting energy through our extremities. Like for example, fingertips, or even eyes or foot extremities. So we are constantly emitting energy through our extremities, and mudras can act as a seal to cut the energy going out of your body, and that it can redirect it, okay, to your brain so that it can be used for a different purpose. Okay, it's a shortcut. It can also be defined as a shortcut or circuit bypass. Okay, and mudras mainly concerned with the mind. Normally, we all know the nature of the mind. If you are a little bit aware, our mind is all over the place. Right now, you're listening to me, but there might be another dialogue going inside your mind. Okay, and mudras seals the mind with the Atman. They do not allow the mind to wander around. When your mind is not wandering, you'll be more focused on what you're doing. You will be much more productive and efficient. Okay. So as a common, people, all we want is health benefits first, maybe some financial freedom, good relationship, right? Even like at work nowadays, I think how things have evolved, right? Because of the gadgets, computers, mobile phones, YouTube, all that, social media, our mind is constantly wandering, and mudras can be done to easily to arrest the wandering mind. Okay. And it is said that practice of mudras and bandhas will bestow all that one wants. And they are so simple, like mudras especially, they're just hand gestures which you can easily do with hand positions. Okay, I'll show you some pictures of mudras here. Okay, I am sure most of you have seen mudra. I think even when we are saying prayer, Balamurali was asking us to keep our hands on the palm in chin mudra or Nyan mudra. So most of us are familiar with some common mudras, but they serve a specific purpose. And not only like hand positions, sometimes mudras actually combine asanas, pranayamas, bandhas, and also visualization techniques. Okay, they are combination of very subtle physical movements. They are very subtle, but they can alter your mood. Okay, mudras are so powerful, they can alter your mood, attitude, and perception, and it deepens your awareness and concentration. Okay, and mudras play a very important role in Tantra Yoga. Okay, the aim of Tantra Yoga is to unite Jivatma with Paramatma. The ultimate goal of all spirituality is we want to connect the individual energy, gets connected with the universal cosmic energy. And why mudras are very important? See, you can get benefits, by doing like asanas, by doing 7 rounds of Surya Namaskar. You can squeeze your body, you can twist, turn backwards. You can get a lot of health benefits by doing that. At the same time, you can reap the same benefits by doing simple mudras with just your fingertips. That's the beauty of mudras, in a magical way, you can reap the benefits with minimum effort. It's so easy to do, and you will learn that in the workshop. Okay. So mudra is all about manipulating the energy, the prana, right? I think the koshas and pranas will be explained in detail little later. Kadamuri and I will be explaining some concepts. She'll be explaining some concepts. Okay. So mudras work on our subtle energies within the body, and it enhances spiritual growth and physical well-being. I mean, nowadays, what is the common problem with everybody? Like people are diagnosed with chronic diseases at a very young age, even blood pressure nowadays, you can see people in the 30s, struggling with blood pressure and so on. Even diabetes is starting to set in much sooner. Okay, so the mudras can be used to manipulate the energies within our body. Okay, to heal our body. Okay, and how these mudras were discovered in ancient days when yogis were in deep meditative state, right? their bodies automatically assumed some posture. Okay. And what yogis also figured out was, if you are sitting in that particular posture and you can shift your energies and consciousness towards that inner experience. So they were in deep meditation and they had an inner experiences, and then their body moved in a certain posture. And like what we call reverse engineering, right? By sitting in that posture, you're moving your mind, your body, energy, and consciousness into that particular state so that you can reap the benefits. Like there is a saying in Tamil, Yan Petra Inbam, Periga Ivayagam, right? Whatever I'm blessed with, I want to share it. That's what the yogis, they wanted to pass on whatever they realized, these postures, these mudras, to their disciples, so that they can also get spiritually awakened. Okay. But for most of you in this webinar, probably, spiritual growth probably may not be the number one goal in your life, right? Because first of all, we want to overcome our day-to-day problems, right? Like health issues, financial issues, or relationship issues. For all of that, we have mudras, okay? So the ancient yogis basically transferred all of that knowledge to the aspirants, to their disciples, so that they could access higher realms of consciousness, okay? We don't have to think about that, oh, this is only for, achieving like enlightenment, or like, for spirituality. Don't think like that. It brings a lot of improvements in the body. It influences the glands and hormonal secretions, harmonizes the chronic imbalances, calms the agitations of the mind. By doing so, a lot of physical and mental diseases are alleviated. Okay, so you can decide, okay, first of all, I just want to achieve health benefits, then maybe some financial freedom. I want the relationship around me to be a little better. Maybe my relationship with my boss or family, spouse, children, my neighbor, name it, and we have a mudra to teach you. Okay, how the mudras actually heal the body. Like I said, we are manipulating the prana or energies, and we are redirecting it to a certain area of the body for healing. For example, nowadays, I think everybody knows what is diabetes. And one of the causes could be because your pancreas is not secreting enough insulin. So it just needs to be stimulated. And you can do that with your fingertips. You can stimulate your pancreas, okay? So this will be covered in detail by Kadambari a little later. Now I give the session over to Kadambari, and then I'll come back to continue about benefits, okay? Kadambari. Kadambari, you can unmute and continue.
Okay, thank you, Biji ma'am. So what right now you guys know, now you know, like she gave a glimpse of what is mudra in detail. She gave like what are all the things that is going around mudra, the origin, how simple it is. So all those things we know now. So what now? First thing, why should you do mudra? So that is like this is a very simple technique that also she said. So we have to know before why should we do, we have to understand why mudra, what is the reason for behind doing a mudra therapy. And then for that, first you should know how disease manifests in our body. So there are according to Yoga Vashishta, I'm going from the yogic standpoint. So according to Yoga Vashishta, what happens is
from PPT Varla. Yeah, it's coming back. Yeah.
Okay. So according to Yoga Vashishta, what happens is the origin of any disease is due to mental agitation. That means you have some problem with your mind. So if you get problems with your mind, what happens is your prana is going to get affected. So once your prana is affected, the other side of it is the nadi. So we are made up of energy bodies, and we have nadis. Nadis, you can compare the nadis and pranas with our neural system or nervous system in scientific standpoint. So what happens to this is when the energy is disturbed, when your nadis are disturbed, what happens? Our digestion is in trouble. So what happens? We get ajiranatvam, atijiranatvam, and kujiranatvam. That means under digestion. Ajiranatvam, we commonly say, right? Ajiranamaiduche, we'll say in Tamil. So that means like your digestion is under digestion. It's not digesting properly. Then the over digestion is like too much of digestion happening. Your body is heated up. All those problems will come. Then we have wrong digestion. So anything mixed match is a wrong digestion. So what happens to that is we'll get physical ailments, which is nothing but the vyadi. So this is how Yoga Vasishta describes how vyadi is coming into our thing. So next slide, Vijay. So vyadi. So what now you know how vyadi has happened in our body. So now they are differentiating vyadi as adi vyadi, anadi vyadi. Adi vyadi is some conflicts of mind. Due to mind, you get vyadi. And this one is non-stress related, that is anadi vyadi, but that is also related to your mind. When you see the first slide, you would know like everything is related to your mind. So what happens here? We get congenital disease, SARA, which is nothing but like from mom when she is pregnant. If she gets some kind of mental agitations or something, she's going to pass on certain congenital condition to the baby. That is like that also you have to realize that you need some self-realization and move on from that. Like from that part, like you have to realize what are all your what will be your limitations, and then move and work along with the limitations. Then we have samanya. This is where we all have diseases, like most of the diseases are samanya, which are psychosomatic ailments, lifestyle disorders like hypertension, blood pressure, your cholesterol level, increase in your cholesterol level, your spinal problem, all those things, it comes under this psychosomatic ailments. Psychosomatic ailments, there are certain different kinds of ailments as well, but most of them are lifestyle changes. You need lifestyle changes. Once you do the lifestyle changes, you will be fine. Now we'll come to anadi vyadi. Anadi vyadi, as I said, this is also due to your mind. If your mind is disturbed, you will have your immunity will drop. Once your immunity drops, you're going to get injuries, like injuries in the sense, even if you go on a car or any cycle or anything, two-wheeler, accidents happens due to your mind not concentrating or being aware in the present. So all those things, even infection, all the toxins, everything happens due to your mind. So what happens when your immunity drops? That's what we are going to see next slide, Vijay. So if your immunity drops, like in that portion, what we are going to see is you're going to have same thing. Whatever the Yoga Vasishta says, that's what we are going to see here. We are going to have diarrhea, bloating, constipation. There they said ajiranatvam, atijiranatvam, and kujiranatvam. Same thing, the scientific community agrees. So we are going to have stomach issues, we are going to have cough, cold, fatigue, all those things. We all know that this like, day to day, we see this happening. So we are going to have all those ailments in the body. So next slide, we are going to see what is happening, how this mudra is going to work on our body. So generally, if you go anywhere and see, we have a physical body. That is the body that you see, which is made up of Panchabhutas. Panchabhutas and Panchabhuta mudras are going to be explained by Vijay in the next 4-5 slides. So now we are going to see like what is this is like the physical body. Physical body is called Annamaya Kosha in yogic terms. So Annamaya Kosha consists of this like whatever you're seeing right now, like my face, my hands, the whole body, it's all made up of Panchabhutas. So you could see the Panchabhutas. The next level, next layer of a body, that is kosha, is called energetic field or pranamaya kosha. So this is where we are going to play. So whatever that the mudras that we do, whatever we think, what the pranayama that we do, all those things are going to affect your pranamaya kosha. So then we have the manomaya kosha. So this pranamaya kosha is a in-between thing, like it is between the physical body and the mental body. That is the daily mind that we have. So it's going to act as a binding between these two. So when you do mudras in your hand, or see, there are many kinds of mudras. Okay, there are like types of mudras. You can say we have asta mudra, mana mudra, then we have kaya mudra, bandhas, and adaras. So all those things are like asta mudras are the mudras that we do with our hands. So we have nerve endings throughout our hands. Like we have neural pathways throughout our hands, and the energy passes through. Like in yogic term, they'll say like when you keep your hands like this, the energy passes through your hands. It will go out through your hands. But what we are doing is when we do a simple mudra, like we can say like we are doing a simple chin mudra. What we are doing is we are diverting that energy, whatever is passing through out from your body, from your fingertip to inside your body. That's what happens. So what happens when you pass it through inside? It's going to create a different energy field within your pranamaya kosha. That is, your prana is going to become different. So what happens when your prana becomes different? Your breathing will change, your nadi will change. We all saw that, like if you remember, like 2-3 slides before, we saw our prana and nadis are the main cause of, if it is disturbed, we are going to get diseases. So same way, we are trying to fix it. So our prana is going to change. So if once your prana is changing, so accordingly, if you have a mudra for, right now I'm talking about chin mudra. There are so many mudras with our 10-finger combination. Sometimes we do mudra with both hands, the same fingers will be used. Sometimes the fingers are different. In left hand, we'll do some mudra, right hand, we'll do some mudra. So with those permutation and combination, there are so many things that you can do with your finger alone, and then with your face, with your tongue, with your, so all those energy points, wherever the wherever your energy is let it out, are going to be inwardly, that is inside your body. It's going to go inside your body, and then this energy is going to heal your ailments on its own. So what does Hippocrates say in medicine is that body has ability to heal on its own. That's what, like, in the homeopathy, they say nature heals. Nature knows how to heal. Like our body itself knows how to heal. So you're going to divert the energy within yourself so that you heal yourself with the use of mudras. So this is what I want to convey. Once your manonmaya kosha, like once your mind is fixed, so what happens is your thinking ability changes, your wisdom changes, the visualization of your mind changes. Then you will go to that Anandamaya kosha, which is a bliss body. So everything happens within this Pranamaya kosha or prana. So once the prana changes, you are going to have a mind. Your mind is also going to change. The emotions are going to get changes. Your feelings are going to change. So all those things are going to change your Vijnanamaya kosha, which is the next layer, which is your thinking mind, your subconscious mind. That's all you can say. Subconscious mind. And Anandamaya kosha, you can compare it with your super conscious mind. So this is the kosha concept. So I leave it to Viji ma'am now.
Okay. So we were talking about the benefits earlier, right? Okay, so I will continue with the benefits, and then we'll talk about Panchabhutas. We'll go in detail about one Panchabhuta and how you can enhance that for health benefits. Okay, so Kadambari just explained how mudras use the energy to heal your body. Okay. apart from healing your body, for serious aspirants, right? Spiritual practitioners. What are the benefits from mudra? Okay. The sadhaka can enter into altered states of consciousness. Okay. When the prana is in your lower chakras, I think, I hope some of you are familiar with the 7 chakras. The lower chakras, like mainly to do with materialistic world and survival and so on. But when the prana moves into your higher chakras, you will begin to experience different states of consciousness, okay? Because you're trying to experience what is not actually accessible when your prana is dwelling mostly in the lower chakras. So sadhaka experiences altered states of consciousness. And we all have so much power that we don't use. Even science says we don't use all of our brain, right? So how we can harness those powers, how we can activate and use them for betterment, okay? The subtle powers that are dormant, we can stimulate them, and then we can activate them and cultivate them, okay? So the highest aim of mudra practice is to, as I mentioned earlier, to unite individual consciousness with cosmic consciousness. However, we are all dealing with a lot of health issues. So I think in the therapy course, we'll be mostly covering about how to overcome our illnesses, even though the ultimate aim of mudras is to connect Jivatma with Paramatma. Okay. So what are some of the other benefits of mudras? Energy. So harnessing the power of prana, because disease results because of imbalance in your prana. So what is this prana? Prana acts in different areas in different ways. The prana in your chest region basically governs the functions of the organs in that area. So what are the organs in your chest area? Heart and lungs. Okay. So when you stimulate, when you have a condition or a health illness related to your lungs or heart, you can stimulate the prana that dwells in the chest area by doing a simple mudra, so that you can bring balance to the prana and then your illness goes away. Okay. So how you can manipulate the prana to get over your illness. Okay. We will go into different pranas in detail in the class, okay, in the workshop. You are also connected with the universal cosmic knowledge or the higher mind, so that because all the solutions are in the universe, only thing is, because of the clutter of the mind, our mind is constantly chattering about something. You are not able to tune into the solution that is right for you. It's not, only thing is because we are not focused on, we are not focused on, all our focus is on the outer world. The sensory organs are constantly getting input, and then mind wanders. If you hear a sound, your mind wanders to that. When you get the message notification in your mobile, immediately you would have been concentrating on something, your mind goes towards that. So our mind keeps on wandering, and that prevents us from connecting with the higher mind, where all the knowledge that anyone needs is available. Okay. Using mudra, we can tap into that higher knowledge. Okay. And for students, I myself in college, still doing my PhD, and a lot of you are I think, having trouble in concentration these days because of the, distractions I said. Yeah, maybe it could be your work, or it could be something else. Concentration is a big problem these days. For children, we can teach some mudras so that their focus, concentration, memory can be improved, and they can excel in studies. Even kids with a lot of intelligence, they are not harnessing it because they don't know, because the world keeps evolving, and then We keep coming with a lot of technologies. Some people do really, harvest the benefits, whereas most of them are using it for entertainment and then, not really like achieving what they really want. So the concentration can be improved and kids can excel in studies. Are you having financial difficulties? Yes, we can teach some mudras so that your finances can be improved. I already mentioned about relationship also. You are not able to have a better relationship in your family or with your boss or with your neighbors. We can teach you some simple mudras so that the relationship can be improved. Okay, these are all the various benefits of mudras apart from the ultimate aim of uniting with the higher mind, cosmic energy. Okay, mudras are technically, that is why, higher yogic practices. Okay, because they lead to awakening of the pranas, chakras, and kundalini, which can bestow major siddhis, the magical powers, psychic powers on the advanced practitioner. We should not it is always very important because you're dealing with the dormant power, psychic power, siddhis, all this. You should be in a position to handle them. So you should only take your journey in mudras also gradually. Okay, it is very important to learn it from experienced people, because awakening of the kundalini, you might learn, okay, this is kundalini mudra, and you might start doing it. But if your kundalini is awakened, you could manifest, you would probably be terrified because you do not know how to deal with it. Okay, it is very important, because I know it appears to be very simple. Yes, all that, yeah, it's fine. But then there are also like experiences that you will be, going through. You should be able to handle that. Okay, that is why I think we are offering this course. And and we have experienced Swamijis with us to guide you on how to learn. Okay, so who is the first exponent of mudras? Lord Shiva first revealed this knowledge to his consort Parvati. Okay, and he says, knowledge of the mudras provides bliss to yogis. Okay, the ultimate aim. And their knowledge is not easily accessible even to gods. So they are that much powerful. Okay, simple gesture, but very, very powerful. And they've been kept as a secret. Because of that, we lost a lot of mudras, but we still have lot of mudras which will enhance every aspect of our life. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about Panchabhutas. Okay. So according to the yogic philosophy, right, whatever is in the universe is in our body. There is this beautiful saying in Tamil, Andathil ulladu pindam, pindathil ulladu andam. Okay. So what are these 5 elements that is in the universe as well as in our body? Air, fire, water, earth, and akash. So these are the 5 elements that we are made up of, and it is also in the universe. Okay, when you are aligned, right, with the universe, that is when your higher mind actually opens. Okay, when all these Buddhas are balanced, you will be in perfect health. When there is an imbalance in any of these Buddhas, that will also reflect as a disease in your body. So disease is nothing but an indication for you that something is imbalanced in your body. Okay. See, another way of explaining disease is there is an imbalance in prana. Okay. But prana and elements, all these are related, which we will go in detail in the later in the workshop. Okay. So whenever you're having a discomfort or you have developed a disease, know that one of these elements is imbalanced, and you need to bring balance to that element so that you can restore your health. Okay. So you need to understand how, like if I'm having a certain thing, oh, this could be related to that element. You need to have that knowledge, only then you can correct. Or you can, like how you normally when you're sick, you will go to like a doctor and ask him to prescribe some medication so that you can overcome or at least relieve your symptoms, right? Same way, if you go to a yoga practitioner, they will yoga therapist, they will help you, based on your symptoms, they will identify which element is imbalanced or which chakra there could be a block or which prana there is, it could be like underactive or overactive. So they will give you the right, yogic tool so that you can bring balance and restore your health. Okay. So these are the 5 basic energies. Okay. I'm not sure, I have some scratch on the screen. I don't know if you're seeing that or not. Okay. All right. So Panchabhutas. Okay. All in your fingertips. Okay. This governs your water element. You can use your little finger for,
Water.
manipulating the water element. Earth, okay, the ring finger. Space using middle finger. Air using your index finger. Fire using your thumb, okay. And we have different mudras to manipulate the energies of these 5 elements, okay. So let's talk about in detail about the earth element, and I'll teach you the mudra for that, and then we'll go into like mudras for common illness. Okay. So the earth element, the first chakra in humans is the Muladhara chakra. Okay. That is concerned with the materialistic life, your survival instincts, and so on. Okay. And Muladhara chakra is the highest chakra in animals and the lowest in humans. Okay. Mula means root or foundation. Okay. Somebody is constructing a 100-story building. So what is more important there? The foundation, isn't it? Only if the foundation is strong, the building will be strong. Okay. The earth element is very important. If somebody is getting sick, Kadamari was talking about, your immune system is compromised, right? What are the symptoms of that and so on? If somebody is getting sick very often, that means the earth element is imbalanced. Somebody is feeling weak, not able to do like a lot of things. Know that means your earth element is weak.
Balance.
The earth element, if it is strong, it gives you the stability, solidity, and strength. Okay. Earth element technically corresponds to the physical body, and by strengthening this element, your physical body becomes strong. So the most fundamental thing, right, is to first make our body strong. Like I said, when the Kundalini awakens, your body is not strong enough, like, you can't deal with it. People might think, like, if you can't handle it, people might think there are a lot of people who have awakened their Kundalini, but then they end up like as, okay, mental cases.
Yeah.
Because they are not able to handle it. They are not able to comprehend. So your earth element needs to be very strong. Okay. And how we can do that? Let's talk about the benefits of Prithvi Mudra. How you can strengthen the earth element by doing Prithvi Mudra. Okay. Prithvi Mudra strengthens your earth element so that your body becomes strong. So what are some of the other benefits? Body and mind become strong. Sometimes people experience dizziness, unsteadiness, all that will vanish when you practice Prithvi Mudra. Restlessness of the body and mind. See, when your body is strong, automatically there is a confidence that comes, right? Yes, I can do anything. But when you are ill, you are having anxiety, you are scared. I don't know how I'm going to do, But when your earth element is strong, you will have the confidence, yes, I can do anything, right? Body temperature is balanced, sinusitis, chronic cold, all that is gone. Your digestion is improved, body weight decreases, steadiness in life, patience, concentration, and self-confidence. These are all the various benefits. Okay. Now let's see how we can do. So I talked about the 5 elements: fire, air, akash, earth, water. So you can simply balance the earth element by touching the fingertips of thumb and earth element. Same way, if any other element is imbalanced, you can simply by touching the thumb with that particular element, you can balance it. Okay. So it's very simple. Most of the time we do, I mean, almost 99% of the time, like you'll be doing mudras with both hands, right? Except both hands, it will be the same posture, same hand positions, except few mudras where it will vary between the mudras. Okay. With that, I will stop with Prithvi Mudra. And now I request Kadambari to talk about, to teach you all couple of mudras for common diseases.
So most of us, see diseases like mainly for heart disease, like heart disease and the diabetes is the most common disease that we see nowadays. So we have seen like people die in the gym. So they have a heart attack at a very young age. And this is all because of, as I told you, it's all because of your mind and your mental stability. That's what is causing the diseases. When your mind is stable, when you are in present, and when you are in correct thinking, with correct thinking ability, you're not going to get stressed. So stress is the main cause of many diseases. And so how to do, how to control, how to have your heart in a pleasant way, how to function pleasantly, and how to, get rid of this heart ailments, especially heart ailments and diabetes. For both, we have this mudra, one mudra, which will serve both purpose, like diabetes as well as for heart. It's called Hridaya Mudra, and it is also called Apana Vayu Mudra. Because of the hand position, it's called as Apana Vayu Mudra. So Vayu Mudra is like, I think, Vijay ma'am explained very clearly that we have five, all the five elements, that is Panchabhutas in our hand. So with the fire element, this is the main part. So with the fire element, we are going to keep the Vayu, that is the air element, under the tip. At the tip of the air element is like the index finger is going to be under the fire element, which is nothing but the thumb finger. And then we are going to create this is called Apana Mudra. So this mudra is called Apana Mudra. This is a combination of two mudras together. So this is Vayu Mudra. Now we are going to put Apana Mudra on that. So this, your space element and your earth element are going, the tip of them are going to touch the tip of your the thumb finger. This is the earth element. So this is how the mudra is formed. I think you could see it now clearly, right? So in both hands, you have to do this mudra, and then you have to keep it like this, like on the, your hand should be facing upward, and keep it in your, on your thighs, and then close your eyes whenever we do mudra. This is a, this is a main thing that you have to understand. Whenever you do mudra, usually mudras can be done at any time, any part of the day, even while walking, sitting, talking, anytime you can do the mudras. But most effective time is you have to be on an empty stomach. It can be morning or evening or in the mid-afternoon before your food. You have to do the mudra, keep the mudra on your thighs, close your eyes, inhale and exhale. Very important, like you have to do a proper inhalation and exhalation. If you can do that, if you can even do home chanting, that is really good. That's going to help you. So first thing, when you do a mudra, first thing what happens is, it is going to calm your mind. First benefit is that wherever I go, they'll ask for a spiritual benefit. So spiritual benefit for Apana Vayu Mudra is your heart chakra, which is nothing but your Anahata chakra, is going to become activated. That is down the line. As you keep on practicing, it's going to happen. Eventually, it is going to happen. So the first thing is, it's going to calm your mind. So once your mind is calm, your stress level decreases. Once your stress level decreases, your hormonal imbalance, especially cortisol level, is going to decrease. So what happens then? Your blood vessels are going to, it's going to become normal, like not a rigid one, it's going to become normal. So what happens now? Your blood pressure will drop. So this is the eventual effect of this mudra. So slowly your blood pressure is going to drop. So once your blood pressure is going to drop, you are going to stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system. This is what is happening. So parasympathetic nervous system, there is a lot of things that can go too technical into. So we have a 10th cranial nerve which runs from your brain to your spinal cord. So it just goes all the 10th cranial nerve, it's called vagus nerve. It's going to get stimulated. So once it is stimulated, the whole body is going to be in under check. So it's going to function properly. All these things are going to happen correctly. Your digestion is going to be proper. Your pancreas is going to secrete the enzymes properly, where even your diabetes or insulin secretion is going to be proper. So this is how it works. Then mind level changes are going to happen slowly as you do mudras. So there are mudras for weight loss. There are mudras for enhancing your metabolic ability. So what happens to them is it works through your mind. As I said, when it goes through your prana, it works through your mind. So once you start doing those mudras, you will automatically stop, like 80% of your body weight and your appearance is based on your diet. So 80% of your diet, like diet restrictions, many times now we used to do diet in a proper way, but then we'll fail. So once you start practicing mudras, what happens is it will automatically make your mind to stick to a particular diet, which is like, you'll have more awareness on your body, which is going to help you to lose weight, to control your diabetes, to control your blood pressure. So this is what is going to happen. So whenever you do a mudra, the first thing or the second thing that you have to do is prana mudra. So this is the second mudra that we all have to follow on a regular basis. If you are doing a therapeutic mudra, that means you have to do a prana mudra as well. Prana mudra is done in a very simple manner. Like you are going to touch your ring finger and your little finger, which is nothing but your earth and your water element along with your fire element. This is what is the prana mudra. So if you keep like this, you have to do this after any therapeutic mudra. When you do apana vayu mudra or when you're doing a brahmari mudra, there are so many mudras, as I said. So any therapeutic reason, if you're going to do that mudra, you have to do prana mudra along with it. When you come to the class, like we are going to have a class starting from next week. So when you come to those classes, you're going to learn different kind of mudras for different therapeutic reason. So mudras are going to take, and you have to be very, like we are telling it openly that mudras will take time to get effects. You will see the result, but it's going to take some time. You have to sit and do. Your mind has to be there. It's like the holistic, your whole body, mind, the soul, everything should be there in present with the mudra. Then only it is going to get affected. And until then, whatever the therapy that you're doing, if you're taking Ayurveda pill, Siddha pill, or any kind of homeopathy or allopathy medicines, you have to continue taking the pills along with the mudra. Mudra is a supplemental therapy. It's not a full, like you can't say it's going to, you can't ask anyone to stop their medications and do only mudra. That's not going to work. So it is going to, because that is like immediate effect. This is going to take more time. It's going to stop, like, it's going to eventually, it's going to cure you, but it's going to cure you from inside. So until then, you need all those supplements. So I'm going to leave this to you. If you guys have any questions on topics related to the mudra, you can, put forth your questions now. We are open to answer.
Hariom, ma'am, can you please explain like what is that you are going to cover, or what is the thing you are going to teach in the course, mudra therapy course? Just a overview.
Overview is like in mudra therapy course, we are going to talk about hypertension, how what are all the mudras that we can do for hypertension, and then we are going to talk about spondylitis, thyroid problems, prolapse, all the all women related issues, prenatal mudras, postnatal mudras, like that. We are going to talk about all the menstrual disorder. Then we are going to address asthma. So all those important ailments, whatever like the common ailments that people comes with. So we will just teach how to perform those mudras and what are the kinds of mudras are there, so that we can go from there.
Ma'am, how many days?
It's going to be 6 weeks course.
And the donation?
I think it's
You can, we'll message you, ma'am. You can note my number. My number is 98403.
Oh, 1 minute. 98403
94093.
94093.
93. I repeat
Oh.
again,
Chat,
98403
sir. So please put your number in the
94093.
chat.
Yeah, I'll put in the chat. So 98403 94093.
Okay.
Please message me. I'll send you other details.
The number is okay, no?
Yeah. This is the same number. I'll put in the chat also.
Kadambari ma'am, these two mudras that you said, Apana Vayu Mudra and Prana Mudra, how long should we hold the mudra, ma'am? How many minutes?
Usually the length of a mudra hold is 48 minutes. Like, in a day, you have to practice for 48 minutes. So
40 at a stretch?
No. You can't do it at a stretch. It's very difficult. So you can do it for 24 minutes, 2 times a day, or you can break it to 3 times a day.
Hariom.
Hariom.
Can I know that it's normally the mudras are, we are telling that for most of the ladies are benefited and the children only they are benefited. How it is getting benefit for gents? Because most of gents only getting affected in the health side.
No. Mudras are for everyone. It's not like gender bias or something. Mudras can be practiced by anyone. Especially for when it is like a small kid, when a kid is around 10 years of age, who has not attained their puberty yet, those kids like who are not matured in the head, some mudras they can't practice, like certain mudras, because we don't want to mess up their kundalini awakening at the early stage. So they have to wait. Like after 10 years or 12 years, whenever they have the physical maturity, when they attain that physical maturity, they can, start practicing mudra, even yoga in the sense, like, they can do that.
Hariom Kadambari ma'am, I have a doubt. Apana Vayu Mudra, how it is beneficial for diabetes?
Sir, Prithvi Mudra is for earth element.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when you are diabetic, what happens is you have to come out of the toxins first. We will have more toxins in the body. So Apana Mudra is for toxin releasing mudra that we all know.
Yeah.
So with the Vayu element involved in it is going to affect your pancreatic juice. So that's how it works with the diabetics as well.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
No problem, sir.
So we'll talk about all of that in detail when we are handling diabetes class. We know
that.
mudra, okay?
Yeah. See, what's happening is I have attended one course and the exam is on the way, and Balsar will be testing us within 1 month how we did this Patanjali Yoga Sutra. In the meantime, we have enrolled for anatomy and physiology, and again Mudra class is coming. So let me see how it works.
It's a challenge, good thing to go back to school and college days. Study all the time.
Well, you can keep
well
your
said,
brain
sir.
young, So they say, like, when you keep on learning, your neurons keep on, the neurogenesis happens.
Yeah.
So,
Your neural pathway expands. So you become like, you'll be always fresh and young, sir. So
yes.
when you learn new things, you're going to become fresh and young, and you're going to become
Yes.
old.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
No, life itself is a process of learning.
Yeah, that's right. No, in Hindi there is a saying, "Padhai kabhi puri nahi hoti."
Can you translate that, sir?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's learning or studying. It's never complete. It will keep on going till we die.
Yes.
that's true.
We also have this in Tamil, no? Katrathu kai mannalavu, kalladadu ulagalavu. So,
Yes.
so
Yes.
we need to learn, a lot to learn. So,
Yes.
Each and every day we are also learning from, when we take classes, it's not just like you guys are learning from us. We are learning a
yes.
lot from you. Like you
Yes,
guys
ma'am.
challenge us with a lot of questions and things like that. We learn too. Like every day it's a new thing for us.
We learn is a drop in the ocean.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Madam, excuse me, madam. I'm P. Kalaiselvi from Vellore.
Mhm.
Madam, can we get recorded session after every session, after every class?
Yes,
That Balamurli should answer.
I'll answer. So
Okay.
you will get the session recording after the class the next day, most probably next day.
Thank
And
you, sir.
it will be available till the end of the course. Once the course is over, then recording the link will expire.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
And I want to tell one thing, here. I have a YouTube channel. Like I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying I've been recording all my whatever that I'm teaching, the mudras part especially, and the asana part. It's already available for you. You can go and visit it if you want to, know more, or if you want to, when we take classes, like after the class session or something, if you want to go and check it out, you can always check it out. It's already there. I have like 46 mudras already posted. So it won't be like, for this therapy or that therapy, but it will say the mudra name. So you can always go and check it out for your, your curiosity.
Lata ma'am, you have any question?
Madam, ID and all.
What is that?
For that, no, you have to
link, ma'am.
link,
Link.
madam.
You must have a link.
The channel name is my name, Kadambari Murugan. If you go and search in YouTube, you can find me. You can find me in YouTube, LinkedIn, what are all the social medias out there that you can find me anywhere. Instagram,
Thank you.
everywhere. Okay.
Kadambari ma'am, you are quite cosmopolitan.
Not cosmopolitan. I'm trying to be updated with my kids. That's it.
Madam, should we always squat on the floor to do the mudras, or we can sit on the chair?
See, mudras doesn't have any restrictions to do. If a patient is there, if he is lying on his bed, we give mudra to them as well. So you can sit. See, especially when you want to do it as a proper practice, when you want to do a meditation, you have to sit and do the mudra. When you are not going to sit, if you don't have time, you're traveling somewhere, that time also you can do mudra. When you're watching a television, even though your body, your mind is somewhere, if you do the mudra, automatically the prana is going to work. It's not like, you have to be strict to this or something. If you do with sitting, if you do with the proper this thing, it's going to benefit you more. That's it. Other than that, you can do, because your hands you can do at any time. That is the beauty of mudra.
Yeah. Sometimes there are some precautions, like, you don't want to do prana mudra before going to bed, because your energies will get awakened. You won't be able to fall asleep. Okay.
Yeah, you will become more energetic and you won't fall asleep.
Yeah. And also don't do it right after eating, because you are manipulating your energy. So after eating, we want most of our energy in the digestion, right? Because digestion and assimilation of nutrients, so that your body can get rejuvenated. So it is like, it is recommended to do the mudras on empty stomach, just like how we recommend doing other asanas and pranayamas on empty stomach. You do mudras also on empty stomach, so that you are not interfering with other right? So what will happen if you're doing mudra right after having a full stomach? Then your food is not going, it's going to take longer to digest because you diverted the energy to some other healing, right? Maybe you moved it towards your heart or brain or somewhere else or to your, so your digestion will be affected and you will probably feel, oh, I'm so full, why, like, so make sure you're doing it on an empty stomach. Okay?
Always morning before breakfast or anything you drink, it's better to do it. Like if it is a therapy purpose, you can do it then. And then for like before lunch and then before dinner, that you can always do. Or once you eat any solid food, 3 hours after your food, you can do practice any mudra. The same applies to your asana practices as well. So 3 hours after you eat, you can do your mudra practice. Or if you drink some water or something, you can do after half an hour. Any liquid diet, half an hour. After that, you can do the mudra practice as well.
Kadambari ma'am, my last question. My name is Chitra.
Yes.
My mom is 70 years old actually. She is suffering from dementia. Can mudras help in dementia, ma'am?
It will, there is a special mudra for that. So you have to, it's called, it has to be done. I forgot the name of the mudra. So I'll just Google it for you. I'll just search it for you. I have it somewhere. So you can do mudras for dementia and everything, but will she be able to sit for a long time? That's one more question,
But actually she is very elderly. She is not able to
Rest
do
her
it.
hands,
Some
no?
mudra she is not able to do also.
Yeah.
In that case, how can it be helpful, ma'am?
And that will then it's not help her, right? Like if she can sit, do it with both the hands and things like that. If she is able to coordinate, we can, make her to do the mudras. Otherwise, you just ask her to do simple chin mudra.
Sure.
Chin mudra is for everyone. So it's
Yes,
going to clear your mind. So
And she can tape also with the chin mudra. Very gently tape using paper tape.
see, you shouldn't do the mudra too dense. Like you shouldn't
Very light.
hard. It should be relaxed. It should be like doing it normal. Stiram Sukham Asanam. Patanjali said that. So same thing. The same thing applies here. Have to be very
And one more thing, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
so this is for 6 weeks, this class.
Okay.
With this, you will be completing the whole mudras, or there will be part 2 for after that?
Sir, we have 10 fingers. Okay, and then we have our legs, we have our head. There are so many mudras for permutation and combination. You have so many mudras.
Yep.
We will be covering only the limitations of what we have, like whatever diseases that we are going to commonly, that we are going to cover. Not everything. It's vast.
No. What I'm asking is because see, I'm already attending the second one. So I will be with Bihar School of Yoga always, and there are some courses coming, but it's in part 1, 2, 3. Like I'm just asking whether you will be continuing this one after this particular session of 6 weeks.
Yes, sir. I think we have plans in the future to teach advanced asanas and so on. So yes, I think, but right now in the first course, the focus is on therapeutic mudras.
Yes.
Okay. So later on, we can also have like mudras. If you're very devotional, we can teach you mudras for various gods, advanced practitioners.
We can even go
or
for chakra
sadhakas. Yeah. And I think some of you have posted questions in the chat. Yes. Although we will be teaching only therapeutic mudras, if you have personal questions or personal ailments which are not covered in the common illnesses, we can certainly address those in the class. Okay. Even though we have certain topics, so be assured, so we will cover whatever that you need. We will have like a question answer session at the end of each class, and we will address the illnesses or topics that are not covered, so that you don't we don't want you to feel that you did not get what you wanted from this course. Okay, so yeah, but our main focus is on diabetes, asthma and so on, which are very, very common, like menopause or puberty issues or menstrual issues or impotence, like, so some of the things we have categorized based on popular demand, but we will address as needed. Okay.
So if you have any personal ailments and if you need mudras, yes, we can cover that as Vijay ma'am said.
Can you suggest any mudras for weight loss?
Weight loss, you have to do Surya Mudra. And then you can do Linga Mudra. This is, but whenever you do these two mudras, you have to drink plenty of water because it's going to increase your pitta element in your body. That is your Vada Pitta Kabam, we say, right? Like in Ayurveda, this is a combination of two. So whenever you do these mudras, Surya Mudra and Linga Mudra, you have to drink plenty of water. Yes, it is possible.
Okay.
Ma'am, how many
Ma'am?
days can we do
Okay.
together to find some result for therapeutic? Like how many days should we ask people to do?
It is like general rule of thumb is 48 days.
One mandala. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to add something. Somebody asked about a weight loss. Okay. So why I want to stress why you need to learn from an experienced person. Okay. Because we just suggested Surya Mudra because you just want because we just have time for like a one word answer or one sentence answer right now because of shortage of time. But people with a hypothyroid can do, but hyperthyroid should not do Surya Mudra.
Yeah.
So there are various details like, cautions that you need to understand.
If a
So just
patient,
don't go like,
Ma'am?
okay,
if
I'll do
somebody
weight
has,
loss, I'll do this. Okay.
if
You
some,
need to understand everything about a mudra. What to do, what not to do, how long to do, like, all that you need to learn properly. Just don't go Google, okay, what is a mudra for like, weight loss and start doing. What if you have like hyperthyroid or what if you have acidity problem or ulcer? Okay. So there are, if you like, aggravate one element, there will be a consequences. Okay.
Hari Om, ma'am.
the person has
Hariom,
a
ma'am.
hypothyroid or hyperthyroid, we don't suggest Surya Mudra as well. We'll go for some other mudra. You have to go for Sangha Mudra, something like that. Like you have mudras for everything.
Ma'am,
Alternatives based on your condition. Okay. If you
Yes.
have 2 or 3 ailments, then we will give you the appropriate one. Okay. Not all mudra is suitable for everybody. It's based on your constitution, your condition, your lifestyle. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
Madhumita.
ma'am, likewise, the 3 mudras that you covered today, are there any contraindications? Like, is there like somebody shouldn't do அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கா? இன்னைக்கு நடத்தின the ones you
இப்ப
showed today?
பண்ணதுல வந்து there is no like இதுல வந்து இல்ல expect பிராணமுத்ரா night பண்ணக்கூடாது அவ்வளவுதான்.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Hari Om.
Earth element, if it becomes too much, right? Like a kapha dosha, okay. Kapha dosha like involves
Cold
like earth
varum.
element, right? If you have too much kapha dosha, then you will become little lethargic. So that is why you need to understand what will happen when element is too much or when lack of element and like, too much of that element. So you need to understand all of that. So when you're doing mudra, if you feel something different, then you need to understand, oh, I probably did too much of this mudra and it has resulted in that I need to reduce. Because sometimes we get excited, okay, I want to do Surya Mudra for like 45 minutes. I want to have weight loss and don't end up doing it all the time, like,
Yeah, people will do that. Definitely they'll do.
I know because these are shortcuts we are teaching and it's so easy to do. And we told you, yeah, you can do it while watching TV. Yeah, don't sit and do it for like 2 hours, like, So you need to understand, okay, how the elements are, how it operates on your body, what will be the symptom if it is less in your body, what will be the symptom if it is too much in your body, all that you need to understand so that you can make the corrective decision or you can approach an experienced teacher.
Well,
Okay.
Mudra
Hari
for
Om.
cold and sneezing, madam. Mudra for cold and sneezing.
Mudra for
Cold and sneezing.
cold and sneezing.
Yes.
I think Kadamari already covered that, right?
No. No,
Ma'am?
she has not.
For
She has not any mudra for that.
so
She said only about Apanavayu and Prana.
Linga
She said.
Mudra, I think she mentioned about it.
Mudra, I
Only Linga
mentioned
Mudra she said, but she never said about this cold and sneezing.
cold.
That's why I wanted to have it confirmed.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cold and flu, sir, you can do Linga Mudra. It's going to heat your body. But it depends on what kind of cold and the flu you have. Is it due to allergy? If it is due to allergy, then you have to go for a different mudra, which is called Brahmari Mudra, which is for almost all the allergies out there. So it depends on what you have.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Is there any mudra for special children, ma'am? For improving their concentration, focus,
Yes.
and their brain development, apart from Hagini Mudra?
Apart from Hakini Mudra, yes, we have.
hello.
Can I know in this? Can I know that one, or you'll be teaching in the course?
We'll be teaching it in the course. So you
Yes, Jnana Mudra, if you want to know, I mean, that's one addition, but we have more mudras, okay? So basics, Jnana Mudra, Hakini Mudra, and we can also teach others.
Ma'am, you have so many
Thank you.
mudras, everything in the YouTube itself. Why do we have to take this course? Is it customized for the problems which we are having or something like that? Something unique from just going about, with the YouTube and all that.
see.
But doing this course, I'm saying.
Okay, Shivadarshan Yoga Vidyalaya is a scientific based institution. It is part of Bihar School of Yoga. There are a lot of schools of yoga out there, but the one that has several scientific publications is Shivadarshan Yoga Vidyalaya. I mean, Bihar School of Yoga, and we are part of that, okay? We are purely research oriented. If you buy some of the books written by Swami Satyananda Saraswati, you will understand what I'm talking about. There is a book for asthma. At the end of the asthma book, you'll see, like, because I also teach like asthma for teachers training course 1, right? At the end of the asthma book, you will see like a lot of research materials that have been done by Bihar School of Yoga. So you are coming to an institution which is backed up by scientific research. Okay.
Thank you.
We also have experienced Swamijis who have dedicated their life for spreading yoga. Door to door, shore to shore. That's the ultimate goal of, Bihar School of Yoga. So we want to impart the knowledge. Yes, we all can get, but you have come to like a institution which is backed up by science.
Okay, and we would like to know what are the other courses you're offering and details about your institution and everything. Maybe I give my number and then you just send me
Sir, you
the
can.
details.
Yeah,
Balamurli sir?
Balamurli sir can help you with that.
Yeah, I have his
We
number.
have teachers training course 1, 2, 3. Like, in one we cover like high BP, diabetes, asthma and stuff, spondylitis. In 2, like
we cover prolapse,
Yeah.
PCOD, PCOS. So I take I also take classes in TTC too, women related diseases and things like that. So we have TTC3, which is the prenatal and postnatal yoga.
Apart from that, for sincere seekers, Swamiji teaches chakra courses, advanced pranayama mudra courses. Okay. And recently we've also started like a course for like, working people, to handle stress and so on, like, and we keep introducing a lot of course based on popular demand because, things are changing and people are having different like illnesses at an early stage. So to handle all that, we keep introducing new courses to meet the needs of you.
And one more thing that I have to add in this is like, see, in YouTube, you learn how to do the mudra. And you will learn what are all the benefits of mudra. You are not going to learn the technical aspects of it, how it's going to work, how it's going to affect you in a day-to-day. And in this course, Mudra Therapy course, you're going to learn how to teach mudra to others, how to read them, how to get, to know the person and what mudras can be given to them. What are all the elements that are going to affect them? How prana is going to be affected, all those things, how the nervous system is going to go when you do the mudra, all those things in detail you're going to see in this therapy course.
Thank you, Ji.
You're welcome.
So is it more like a teacher's training course?
It's
Or
for
it is
both.
a teacher?
It's for both. See, all the teachers training course is for both, right? Like,
okay.
Yeah.
You can
Thank
take
you,
it to
ma'am.
the next level or just heal yourself and be happy, take care of your family. Or, you know, like I said, Yan Petra Inbam Peruga Ivayagam, you want to go and help others, you're welcome to do that as well.
Thank you.
We'll equip you for
all
both.
depends on you, how you take the course, how you are going to be attentive and how you are going to get it. So that's how it is. It all depends on you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
You all, thank you. Thank you, Vijayalata ma'am. Thank you, Kadapuri ma'am. Thank you
Thank
all
you.
for
Hari Om, sir.
being here. Please call me for any further information. Hari Om, thank you.
Thank you.
Hari Om.